Morning. So welcome everybody to WWBA's webinar with Irene Whittemer. She's from Whittemer Wellness, and she is going to tell us about how we can create a healthier business through essential oils and such. So Corinne, take it away.
Good morning, WWBA and Facebook land. This is a new experience for me. I think I should have applied some of my courage oils this morning, but I didn't even think about it till just a second. So today we're going to talk about wellness in your business, which really comes from wellness in your own health and wellness of your employees, if you have employees. And this time of year, people really think a lot about staying well, because this is the time of the year that we always seem to catch things that we don't want to catch. And while traditional methods of staying healthy are good, we want to do some preventative things. And we all know what those are. They're eating correctly, eating healthy and making wise choices when you eat, getting enough sleep, trying to eliminate as many stressors in your life as you can, and exercising and those kinds of things. So essential oils and essential oil products can help support those goals that you might have for your wellness, and also can be used in an office environment to help support everybody in the office. So we're going to start out just by talking about some of the things that are possible. Maybe you've thought about using these at home, but you've never done it in an office environment because it never really occurred to you to do that. So one of the best ways to use essential oils is to get a diffuser. This is something that you put water in. It's a little bit like a humidifier, and some of them actually are humidifiers, but it uses cold water and some drops of oil, and it disperses the oil into the air. And this way, everybody who is in the office or in the environment where the diffuser is gets the benefit of essential oil or aromatherapy. If you're breathing, you're getting the benefits of that. The other thing a diffuser can do is just help purify the air and cleanse it, make it smell good. It can help eliminate odors. Maybe you have an odor in your lunchroom or somewhere else in the building that you just can't seem to get rid of, and it lingers, and you can put some citrus oils in there or other kinds of oils that will help dispel some of those not so pleasant smells. And it creates a pleasant smell instead. So what kind of oil do you want to put in a diffuser in an office environment? I usually recommend a couple. The first one is called Thieves. And a lot of you may have heard of this oil. It is actually a blend, and it has lemon, rosemary, cinnamon, bark, and eucalyptus in it. It's predominantly got clove and cinnamon bark, which are two elements in the universe that have some of the highest antioxidant value of anything. The name of this oil, Thieves, there's an interesting story behind this, why we call it Thieves. During the Black Plague, the people who were dying were being robbed, and the robbers were not catching the Black Plague. They were surviving, even though they were exposed to this very contagious disease. And as it turns out, they were spice traders, and they had a blend of oils, and their clothing was covered with the spices and the residue from their business. And that actually helped them to not lost my train of thought. That helped them to not contract the disease. And so that's where the name Thieves comes from. Another one that's good to diffuse in the office is lemon, because It has a light fragrance. Sometimes it's good to start with that one because it's not as strong and it just smells good. And we kind of associate lemon with clean, fresh, bright things. And so that's a good one. So Thieves is one of my favorite things to blend around the house or my office because it smells very much like fall and the holidays because of the cinnamon and the clove. And it's really good for your whole system to breathe in these oils. If you wanted to use these oils in your office without using a diffuser, you can always put them in your hand, rub them, make a tent over your nose, and inhale. But before you do that, there's a couple safety things that you need to know about essential oils. Some oils are considered hot. Think peppermint, cinnamon, oregano, wintergreen. For example, when we have peppermint gum or some kind of a peppermint candy, if we inhale, we can feel that cooling, but we call that a hot oil because if you just use that oil by itself on your skin, it could maybe give you a burning sensation. So whenever you use what we call hot oils, you want to dilute them with what we call a carrier oil. Now, a carrier oil is just another oil that carries it into the body. And now we're talking about fatty oils like grapeseed, olive oil, safflower oil, coconut oil. Any oil that you have around your kitchen can be used as a carrier oil. So you would actually mix a couple drops of carrier oil with a drop of the essential oil, and then you would be able to use this topically. Whether it's on your wrists, or a lot of people like to put oils on the bottom of their feet because then it goes through your entire system. And or if you inhale it, depending on your sensitivity, you might want to do the carrier oil first. So you want to do that with hot oils. Some oils don't require a carrier oil. Those can be applied what they call neat, meaning they don't need it. I, however, personally recommend that everybody use carrier oil for every kind of oil, particularly when you're starting out and you don't know very much about your sensitivities. And if you're using oil this way in your office where lots of people are using it, you want to make sure that you're giving people the right safety tips in order to use it to their benefit. So besides Thieves oil, we have a variety of other products that will help you to keep your office clean. One of them is our household cleaner, which is also good as an office cleaner. I love doing this. It's a concentrate. You put it in a spray bottle and you dilute it, and then you can use it to clean anything that you would clean any other way. I use it in my office on my desk. I use it in my kitchen on my counters. You can use it on things that are shared community property like doorknobs, staplers, anything that people would pick up and share where you might be transferring things that you don't want to transfer. This is a good product to use. And as you can see in the picture, we also have a lot of other products made from this Thieves oil. Another one that's handy around the office is the Thieves waterless hand purifier. Now, we all know that hand sanitizer is something that we can use when we can't get to a sink with water. And hand sanitizers can be very harsh on your skin. So this is a waterless cleanser, and it has Thieves oil, and it also has peppermint oil in it. I have 5 grandsons who are frequently at my house, and I don't know what it is about boys and water and washing their hands. But they're always trying to convince me that they should just be able to use the hand sanitizer, the waterless purifier, regardless of what they have had their hands into. Usually that is what, for me, around the house is emergency, because you have sinks and we have our Thieves foaming hand soap, which would be something else you could use in your office. So that's a couple of the things that you can use around the office to help. Here's our Thieves Waterless Hand Purifier I was just talking about. It is the popular blend of Thieves as well as the peppermint. So the next one that we're going to talk about is lavender. Lavender is a very good essential oil to help promote feelings of calmness and relaxation, nervous tension. It can also be used to help banish stale odors. And it also helps promote a good night's sleep. Now, we all know that staying healthy requires 7 to 9 hours of sleep for adults per night. And sometimes the stresses of the day get our mind going so we can't relax and fall asleep. And you can spray lavender and water on your pillow. You can rub it on your body. You can rub it on your feet. You could even just do a drop of it on your pillow. Or if you want it for in the office, because you're tense, you can put it in your hands again and do the tent over your nose. And it's amazing how these oils just get into your limbic system and help you calm down, and then you can kind of move on with things. I think I got my slides a little out of order here, but next up is lemon. This is such a refreshing thing, and it helps to promote focus and clarity and mood. Citrus oils in general are good for mood. Maybe this would be a good oil to diffuse on hump day. People are kind of at the middle of the week and they're kind of feeling worn out and they're looking toward Friday. And would maybe refresh. If you have an afternoon meeting, this would be a good one to run in a meeting to help people get focused. And if it's after lunch, even better, because it helps promote a proper digestive system. So lemon for focus and peppermint. Now peppermint is good for so many things. I have this in my purse all the time. This one will help with focus and concentration or building your energy up. I like to use this in the morning when I first get up and inhale it, or maybe put a little bit in my mouth. The ones that you see here on the screen with the white labels are called Vitality, and they are safe for ingestion if that's a way that you choose to use the oils. You can add it to your water. Some people find 1 drop of peppermint is really, really too much for 1 glass of water. So a little trick is to put some peppermint or any other oil that is safe to ingest on a toothpick and just stir that toothpick in your beverage, and that helps you get the benefits without having it be overpowering, because you also want to start slowly if you're first beginning. So peppermint is great for helping the respiratory system and supporting that. It's helpful for relaxing some of those joints and muscles after a workout. And this is also a hot oil, so you want to make sure if you're applying it topically that you dilute it with a carrier oil like grapeseed, which is a great one to use. You can also just grab a bottle and inhale right out of the bottle for an afternoon energy boost. When I was teaching full-time, I had 11th graders for American literature at 7:30 in the morning. And this was very popular oil at that time of day, because some people can't think of anything that they would less like to do than study American authors at 7:30 in the morning. So I used to encourage them by running this in my diffuser or allowing them to use a drop of it if they so chose. This is also a great oil for, yesterday I made some peppermint brownies. You might have seen that on my Facebook page, adding it to cocoa. So when you're around the office and you need that little morning thing, I even know somebody that puts peppermint in her coffee. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this at home and in the office. Panaway is a blend of oils that's also good pre or post workout. And we know that exercise is important for staying healthy. And that's what we're trying to do here is we're trying to do everything we can to support our immune system and stay healthy through the winter season. So I encourage you, and I'm trying to encourage myself as well, to get that workout in regularly throughout the week because it's going to help your mood. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to make you feel better. And if you haven't worked out in a while and you need a little TLC, then you can use a blend like Panaway, or you can use peppermint. And again, Panaway is a blend of clove, peppermint, wintergreen, and helichrysum. So it is also considered a hot oil. It would definitely be one that you want to dilute to use safely if you're rubbing it on your skin. Stress Away was one of the first oils that I ever smelled, and I found it very appealing. It's a combination of vanilla extract, lime, cedarwood, lavender, and a few others. And to me, the vanilla is very prevalent. This is another good one for that afternoon in the office where maybe the boss is getting on your nerves, or your employees are getting on your nerves, or your customers are demanding some things that you have to take care of. It is another one that can help you just relax. So let's talk for a minute about how you might do that. When you put 1 drop of oil in your hand, okay, and then you're going to rub it around. Now, Stress Away actually is one you could do right out of the bottle without a carrier oil, because it actually contains a little bit of carrier oil in this blend. Then you're just going to try to quiet your mind. You're going to tent your hands over your nose, and you're just going to inhale deep breaths and relax. And if you do that for a few minutes and just kind of tell yourself, you have this, you can do it, whatever it is, a meeting, a phone call, a confrontation with somebody that you need to resolve an issue, it will help you to be calm and be able to do that. Because it's a calming oil, it's also another one that you can use at night in your diffuser or on your feet or around your neck to get that good night's sleep, again, to help you stay healthy. Okay, we already talked about lavender, but frankincense is another one that you can use. Frankincense is the one I use at night. This is just another good one for calming, for meditating, for thinking clearly before you get into a meeting. You can run any of these in a diffuser in an office. They provide a really calming atmosphere, help you to focus. I wouldn't run the lavender and frankincense together for a long time because that might be too calming and you sure don't want to fall asleep at your desk, but they are very relaxing and they can help you to regroup throughout the day. So I've just covered just a few basic oils. There are so many essential oils available. You do want to make sure when you're choosing an essential oil that you're finding one that is pure, that you're finding one that does not have any added products to it. You want to make sure it's not synthetic because all those things are going to make a difference in how it affects your body and your health. Nutrition is another thing that's important about staying healthy, and I've mentioned that some of the oils are safe for ingestion, and you can identify those with Young Living, at least through the white labels. There's a label that's called GRAS, G-R-A-S, that stands for generally regarded as safe. And so that's a label that you would want to look for on any essential oil product that you might purchase or use. Supplements and vitamins are also another way to stay healthy. And so you can check these out. Make sure again that when you're using a supplement, it's well made and read the fine ingredients, because some supplements will have fillers that really aren't benefiting your body. And you want to make sure that you're choosing ones from a company that is going to promote your health and not give you things like fillers that you don't really need. A lot of people get started by getting a collection of oils, a kit. In this case, the one I have to offer today comes with 11 oils, comes with a diffuser. You can choose this one or the one you saw earlier. I'm doing a special today for anybody that mentions this. If that's something that you're interested in doing, you can contact me. I also do lunch and learn. So if you'd like to have a little bit more in-depth information about how these oils work and how you can use them to your benefit and for your office, you can invite me in to do a lunch and learn or a one-to-one. I'd be happy to come and talk more about it with you and actually let you experience the oils in person. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision yet, but we don't. If you're interested in checking things out online, we have both a product guide and a holiday guide, and you can find those on issuu.com. So again, if you'd like to contact me and mention this webinar, I'll offer you my special. If you'd like to schedule a lunch and learn in your office, you can contact me. And I also offer biofeedback scans that give you a little clue about what's going on in your body. So that's a quick overview of essential oils. Remember that you want to help build your immune system by running a diffuser in your office. You want to get a good night's sleep. You want to make sure you're eating good meals, healthy things. You want to get your exercise in, and you want to kind of eliminate those stressors in your life. And essential oils can help you do all of those things a little bit better. So I hope you found that helpful. And I'd like to thank Alan and WWBA for inviting me to speak today. And I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. I'll turn it back to you, Alan.
Thank you, Corinne. That was a great job. And if you have any questions, just type it in the Q&A or the chat, and we'll relay those to Corinne. So I do have one quick question.
Okay.
I use a diffuser at night, but you said you can mix frankincense and lavender together in that?
You can. Any single oils that are that you like, you can put together. You can actually put single oils with blends. When I first began using oils, a lot of people would say don't mix your blends, but that kind of depends on your purpose. The only reason they say that is if there's a certain synergy that's created by the blend of oils and you mix it with another blend, you're really not sure what's going on with that synergy. So if you were really trying to relax and you put lavender together and then you mixed it with something like peppermint or lime, which can be very energizing oils, you know, you might not get the result you want, but if you're just going for fragrance, it doesn't really matter. So it's personal choice and what's effective for you, because everybody's body is different chemistry. The essential oils work on our chemistry. They also work on frequency. Our bodies have a frequency. Essential oils have a frequency. And so any essential oil that you use is going to raise your body's frequency, and a higher frequency means a healthier body. But yes, you can mix different oils in your diffuser together.
Yeah, well, my goal is for sleeping. So, you know, getting a good night's sleep because I wake up a lot. So, cool.
Yeah, and you can reapply them. You know, you might find it more effective to apply them on your feet or around your neck. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I have another oil by my bedside and I'll just grab it and I rub it on my thumb. There are things in your body called Vitaflex points, and the thumb or the big toe is supposed to correspond to the pituitary gland. And so I'll just rub a little bit of that oil on my thumb so it's near my face and I can inhale it. and relax me, and oftentimes that's just enough to get me back into that sleep.
Oh, okay. What's the oil that you put on your thumb?
I like one called Valor.
Valor.
Valor is a blend that is good for, again, relaxation. Some people use it for anxiousness. I used it one day last week. You know, we all have those annual physicals with the doctor that we know we need to do, but we really don't love to do. And I inhaled a little bit of Valor to calm me to go to that appointment.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Corinne, thank you very much for your time. And anybody wants to make sure you get a hold of her and help her get your office in a healthy state. So thanks again, Corinne.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.